I've been telling our viewers about who you are and about your book and how you're no stranger to autism and what can happen in the schools and how sometimes it's really devastating if we don't have people who are properly trained and compassionate and care about the safety of our kids. It can really be a disaster. And I really want to encourage everybody to read your book, Mommy, I Wish I Could Tell You What They Did to Me at School. And I'm wondering, Rick, if you have any words of wisdom for us. I realize it's a hard day for everybody, but any words of wisdom for the parents out there who have special needs kids that are going to schools and how we keep them safe?
Well, I talk about that in the book, of course. One of the biggest things is training. Anyone that's going to be in contact with a special needs child should have very extensive and specific training in regards to those child's disabilities and their needs. One of the things that I say in the book that special needs children being placed in the care of untrained and unqualified staff is a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
And in Avonte's case, I don't know at what point I got disconnected when I was talking to you, but in Avonte's case, we're not sure yet what happened as far as him leaving the school. We know that he was transitioning from one classroom to another. There was 6 students, him being one of them, and the reports that we got were that there was 1 teacher and 1 classroom aide. By the way, I'd like to clarify for everybody, there's so much misinformation out there. Avonte did not have a one-on-one personal aide. Okay. Good for us to know.
He did not. Rick, unfortunately, we're out of time, but I have one last question for you. We're getting a lot of conflicting reports coming in that have raised a lot of questions in a lot of autism parents' minds, and you may not know any answers to this, but we're hearing that the underwear on the remains that were recovered did not match the underwear that his mom said that he had left home with that morning. Do you know anything about that?
The only thing I know on that is what was reported on the news.
Okay.
But there can be numerous explanations for that. That does not necessarily mean that there was foul play involved.
Yeah.
Vanessa did dress him in the mornings, but as someone who has worked in a school with children with autism for a very long time, we all know that many times these children have accidents as far as wetting their pants or soiling themselves.
Yeah.
And numerous times I personally have had to use underwear that we had extra in the school, or the nurse's office always had extra underwear if the parents did not send in underpants. So
all right.
If that is indeed the case, and that has not been verified totally yet that is the case, but if that is the case, that doesn't mean that there's foul play.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you weighing in on that. Rick, thank you so much. And again, we want to encourage people for a hopeful message. I always say your book is not the easiest book to read because it's very frank, but it's an important book. Mommy, I Wish I Could Tell You What They Did to Me at School Today. Thank you so much, Rick. Please give our best to your family. And if you talk to the Oquendo family, give them our regards as well.
I certainly will.
All right.
I certainly will.
Take care.
God bless everyone.